solid round today. Can you just walk us through what was working out there?
Yeah, I made a nice long putt on the first hole, which was nice to get off to a good start. A couple putts kept me in it, and it was just a tough day. It was windy, just really hard to control your golf ball, get the distances right. I just tried to put it in position off the tee. Didn't really get myself into any really bad spots until the back nine was able to save a couple pars, and I think I chipped well. I chipped in on 10. But I really left it in the right spots, I think, when I missed, and I think that was the key today. So it wasn't a day to try and be perfect, not play perfect golf, just try to manage my game and manage the conditions as best I could.
Knowing that the weather was going to be a factor today, did you change anything about your game going into the round?
Not really. I think it's just a mindset more so. You just know that it's going to be tough, and you don't really, like I said, you don't really try to play perfect. You don't really get too focused on, like when you warm up, you saw guys had short warm-ups today. They weren't really, going to hit a ton of balls in a 25-mile-an-hour left-to-right wind. So it's really kind of just like about, focusing on getting really committed to your shots. I think that was the key for me today is like just trying to really get committed and try and execute. And then you don't get too bent out of shape if the ball does something funny because it was just tough. So you just kind of deal with it, find it, and hit the next one.
You're the first alternate in. What was that travel plan? Was it kind of a last-minute scramble, or did you come straight from Sanderson?
Yeah, I was really always planning on coming. I've been first alternate for a while, and kind of my position on FedEx, I was always kind of planning on traveling even as first alternate. So I was, it was easy with the charter from Sanderson, but it was, nice to get in. There was almost a sense of kind of relief, I feel like, where you're kind of playing maybe a little bit more freely because you're kind of just happy to be in. And, I wasn't getting too stressed out about it, and we have a week off after this, so I knew it was going to be easy to travel back even if I didn't get in the tournament. So, yeah, it's nice to be playing. It was nice to be able to know that on Sunday, so I didn't have to kind of hang around and hope. So I was able to just kind of prep knowing that I was going to play. So it's been nice. I've played this event a few times, obviously new course and new location, but it's been really nice being in this area. And, hopefully it'll be a good weekend.
That's just what I was about to ask. I know you didn't play last year, but you have played a couple of times. What are your thoughts on this year's golf course?
Yeah, it's good. I think it's really hard to kind of assess it. I think with the conditions we had today, it's a cool track. There's definitely some tough holes, and there's a mix of, some easier holes where you can get some wedges, and there's some tougher holes where you got to step up and hit some really good tee balls. But greens are in really good shape. Greens are tough. I think that's kind of the key is like leaving yourself in the right spot. I was interested to see how the officials in the tournament were going to set it up, just knowing how tough some of these pin positions were going to be, especially with windy conditions. And the weather looks good, so I think they're going to try and put it in a couple tough spots and make it a little more challenging, as the weekend goes on, and should be a good test.